tweeted before this event that this is the most confident he's felt going into a Ghost event. He is absolutely shredding right now. He's on a 5 streak, out to 7-2. Great stuff from Clay.
Well, you know, the Vector actually plays kind of into how Clay likes to play in general. You know, a little bit slower, a little bit more pre-aim. So, I mean, it's not an AR, so to speak, you know, which he's known for, but it still kind of works for him.
It's darn close. The Vector and Ghost might as well be an AR, but we see Clay's going to have to rotate back here to cover the home flag. We see a player in and around there. That is going to be attached, and he lights up Clay with the headshot. Great job by him working on it. Nade coming in from Nade shot to try and get him off that. Attach picks up him as well. What a beast.
I mean, you know, start out 6-1. I mean, that's a pretty good start right there from Tatch. Wheats, on the other hand, maybe not as much.
No, he's got to get it going. He struggled a bit, I saw, in the series and the Game 5 against EG. He's got to get it going for his squad and able to take on this powerhouse that is OpTic Gaming. 2 down for either side right now. We're sticking on with Wheats, who's rotating Blue Street towards B Dom. Not going to react quickly enough there. Gets picked off by Clayster.
Yeah, and you know, Rise is playing really slow. They're really just not even getting out of their C flag area. I mean, you saw Wheats right there just pretty much laying down in front of his research for a solid, 20, 30 seconds. There's no need for that. They really need to, push out and get map control. As long as they get into this top control area, try and make a play for B, they can come back in this game. But playing that slow, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, nice shots by Proofy there. Able to get one, gets the hit markers of the guy rotating towards B. 2 more in and around B. He's going to have to put some pressure here. His teammate helps him, cleans up everything around B. 1 more there on green side should get help. Turns will fall. But great stuff so far. Out to a 25-point lead right now as OpTic Gaming is Scump starting to heat up.
Yeah, but everybody from OpTic Gaming playing pretty well. I mean, you see Clayster right there picking up a big 2-piece. But who from Rise really needs to step up, in this series for them to have a pretty good chance?
Well, taking a look at it right now, basically the entire squad outside of Itachi has all of their captures, leading the way in kills. Everyone else around double negative, they've all got to get it going. But 2 minutes left, leads increased out to 32. They're steamrolling right now. Trouble for Rise just holding on to their home cap as it stands, and that's going to be 3 down again. Attach, last up, OpTic's rolling.
Yeah, nobody from Rise can get anything going. I mean, obviously you're going to need slaying power to win these games against OpTic, but even if they can get out of their own base, I mean, look at this. We're watching, Proofy just pretty much spawn kill, the players from Rise. They're just playing completely in their own base. Yeah. And next half, they're going to need to change pretty much everything up. I mean, look, they're getting killed right now. Man.
Well, a tip to those at home, the way Ghost plays is fast, fast, fast. You've got to get moving, got to get those points, and got to get up in the cuts quick to cut them off as they come out of spawn. But let's give Scump a little love. He's out to, 16-9 right now on pace for, 45 kills? Yeah. He's absolutely tearing it up right now.
And I mean, Proof right there, he's going to be the last one to defend B. And it looks like Attach. I mean, he's been the one player for Rise that we can say he's playing pretty well. He's pushing up towards that green side, trying to get control of that elbow area. But, they're going to need to get this neutral. I mean, Looney's got to try and push this, make a play of some sorts there, and he's actually taken out as well.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, though, you can see that home cap at C is getting hit, and that is not what they want to deal with. That's the first time they've really got B control. Attach did a great job getting up to that cut outside of elbow, like you said, and that's going to be 4 down, though, for OpTic. So good chance here from the boys of Rise Nation to try and get something going, but they're trailing by almost 40 points already with 30 seconds left to go in this first side match.
Yeah, they just need to try and make it a little bit respectable going into the second half. I mean, 40 points is pretty damn near impossible maybe to come back from.
I don't know about impossible, but a lot more doable on a map like Octane. You don't usually see comebacks of this magnitude on Sovereign, on Strike Zone, these smaller maps. But here we are with Wheats trying to put fire in on B Dom, able to pick up 1, but you saw there were 2 left alive there. They were able to take control of A and B. Sorry, C and B. So points, they'll get that last tick there, increase the lead out to I guess final tally be 95-62, 33-point lead for OpTic Gaming. And look at those jerseys.
Yeah, those are great jerseys.
They're wearing those for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I guess pink wall, OpTic.
The pink wall?
Pink.
Yeah, why not?
Sure. They look great, though. We're going to hop into side 2, and again, sorry for the delay. It was, we actually had 2 separate players with profile issues.
It was Proofy's fault.
We'll put it on Proofy.
Yeah, we'll blame Proof. But, even Nade, starting off 8 and 9, I mean, he's been playing extremely well as of late. I mean, obviously, if Proof and Clay play like that, I mean, you really don't need the slaying that we've seen out of him in previous events. And, that might be a good thing that he's focused more on the OBJ stuff and can get more of that stuff done.
Yeah, well, I mean, OpTic outslayed him by 15 kills just in the first side alone. If they can get early B control of this it'd be a dagger. They could put this away early. We'll see who's able to get that first control fight going on up top there in control. Scump's going to win that one. He may try to drop down. He does have B Street coverage from Clayster, so if he decides to drop down, they would be able to two-cap that. He will unfortunately be taken out there by Pac-Man. They've got a ways to go, though. I mean, Rise really has to be thinking about a two-cap in neutral here pretty much from the get-go with this kind of deficit.
Yeah, I mean, that could have been a big play right there out of Looney, but it's all to Pac-Man. He's going to have to defend Green Street right here, putting some shots down, but it looks like, OpTic is going to make a play on B, and I believe that is Clayster. Yeah, so, I mean, all he has to do is stay down right there, Maven, but decides to challenge. I don't really agree with that play at all.
Yeah, Looney's able to pick up a two-piece as a result, but no one able to get B control yet. Here we are on board with Scump. That's a big one. Is going to drop, though. Again, no one able to get anything going around B yet, though. We'll stay on board. Who's that? That's going to be Pac-Man, actually.
Gonna take his own home.
Yeah, they had to take that home cap, so good pressure there by OpTic Gaming.
Yeah, and I mean, you see Scump, he's going to try and work this top control area, and what that's going to do is that's going to spawn them elbow. They should know that. And you actually see, they're actually going to spawn in their own home flag because they have a player taking C.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Scum really, he should just be looking towards their homes, trying to pick up some easy kills right now.
They should feel fortunate that they didn't spawn elbow. Proofy was set up there about 10 seconds before they were ready to hit it. He would have absolutely annihilated them. 2 drop right now for OpTic Gaming, though. They should not have been able to break out that easily. Players did not get set up quickly enough for that pre-end vector to cut them off, trying to push out there of their home cap. Proofy's going to drop. That's going to be 3, make it all 4 for OpTic. So great job by Rise Nation to bounce back from that 2 cap. The 3 cap is coming. If they can manage to hold this for the next, 30, 45 seconds, they'd be able to climb back in this one. The lead's already dropped to 26. They need some pressure towards A, though.
Yeah, I mean, you see the players from OpTic, rotating from Snake over towards A, and Pac-Man trying to make a big player there attached, going over as well. But they really just need to hold this, Maven. If they can hold this, they'll be fine.
Yeah, nice 2-piece out of attach there. He's in a good spot to put pressure on A. He's up top. There's only one player really outside that might be able to challenge him if he decides to drop down for this neutral. If he wins that gunfight, it would be absolutely huge for Rise here, but they are in the process of losing B right now.
But that's still a big win, Maven, Because if they can split the
wow,
spawns
Attach
right now,
is lighting it up.
he's just
That's
on
the second
fire.
time we've seen him really take and hold a cap by himself. But like we saw, they did lose B in the process. His 3 other teammates weren't able to hold down mid-map. They've got to get control of that. But what's the lead now? It's down to 17. We went in, close to, 30, 40 it was?
Yeah.
So they've come back a bit, but still a big lead with only 2 minutes left.
Right, and Rise, they're going to have to get C back. They had a really good setup with that split spawn. They were spawning OpTic in the server room. They're going to need to capture this back, and then they're also going to need to watch B as well. You see, Pac-Man, he's going to take it, but he's going to have a gun battle to his left. That's Clayster, actually, and let's see if he can actually take this back, Maven. It's going to be very important. OpTic's actually going to end up with a pretty good setup out of this.
Well, they really need B, Rise that is. They haven't really had it for the last 45 seconds ago. They've been trying to juggle this split hold, which that's all well and good, but a split hold's not going to work when you need that 2 in a neutral. That's going to be too tough to work. But Looney will get B. They've now got to apply pressure towards C as quickly as possible. I'm trying to keep eyes on both sides of things here and see how this is going to play out. But the lead's only at 13 with 90 seconds to go. They are not out of this remotely.
Oh, no, they're not out of this at all. I mean, if they can hold this, they'll be pretty good.
They can win with a 2 cap now, which is unbelievable considering how this went.
Attach
is just getting huge kill after huge kill. He's at 25 and 17. And there's a headshot again. He's absolutely lighting it up.
Let's see, and that's proof, and that's actually going to be 2 down for OpTic. And you see Looney, he's going to make a big play. And we're just seeing big plays constantly out of this Rise team. Every time we switch to somebody, they're saving that B flag.
This would be one of the more impressive comebacks you've seen in a map of this side in domination. We'll stick on with Looney. He's finally going to drop 3 down. Weitz is going to be last alive. He will drop as well. That is exactly what OpTic needed. They clutch it up with the 4 down with 45 seconds remaining. This is exactly what they need to maintain the lead.
Yeah, and actually, that's going to be 3 down. And, Proof's actually going to have to go big. That's actually all 4 down.
So I take it back. 4 down for Rise. They get 4 down for OpTic. This is going to be incredibly tight. 35 seconds left. 2 cap is on for Rise Nation. Let's see if they try to push this neutral. They may need it. There's 5 ticks left. They actually will win it with the 2 cap, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so as well. And let's see. Attach, he's going to spawn back over there. It's all up to Pac-Man to kind of defend this middle map right now. And they're going to be down by 2 seconds. Huge play right there from Pac-Man. He's going to be taken out by Proofy.
They win it by 1 with this map.
Yeah, he's going to win it. They're going to come back and win this, Maven.
Yeah, they have this one locked down. This final tick is going to go their way unless they manage to get a neutral, but that's going to be a Rise on B. This comeback has been absolutely astounding.
Unreal,
no
man.
They take it by 1 point. Dear mother of God, be on board with Wheat. He's be pushing dirt here to Cubby, see if he's able to pick up any kills on the aggressive play out of OpTic Gaming up front. That gun battle is going to be won by Proofy, Mr. UMG White number 2.
Yeah, but look at this play. It's going to be out of the Rise Nation guys. They're actually going to go all the way around. Nadeshot able to pick up one. He's going to be taken out, so we're going to have a 2-on-2, but they were able to get the bomb all the way over to gas, man.
Yeah, and there's one player it's going to be kind of looks like coming through B-Dom from dirt, one player wrapping around through Diner Alley all the way to the back spawn. So this is going to be, we got a bit of a pincher here that we're going to have.
Yep, and he's going to catch this player right here. He should catch him. Actually, it's going to be a 2-on-1. It's going to be Looney and Attach against Proof. Proof is in a perfect spot to stop this. He's going to get one.
He might get him while he's planting. He's going to come around. Can he get the number? Oh my God! Proofy with the drop shot. Absolutely lights up Looney. And that might be the fire that we need for OpTic Gaming, because you got to think that's a tough loss they just took in game 1.
It can always start with just one easy play like that, right? You know, you lose a game and your confidence is really low, and, you know, it all takes is for one player to just make a brilliant play to really just bring your team back.
Well, you know, it's late. This is the last game of the night. You know, players start to drag as the day goes on. That first win, you saw how fired up the Rise booth was. OpTic on the flip side needs a little bit of energy. That might need be exactly what they needed. Proof and crew get stunned on the way across, so they know they are going to be trying to cross the B here. We're watching Attach. Nice shots there with the Vector. Oh, no, sorry, was that the... Oh, that was the Vector. I thought it was a Remington for a second. He lit him up so quickly.
Yeah, and, you know, it looks like Looney, they're very aggressive on Motel. You see right there, you know, Attach actually able to pick up Looney as well. See, they're pretty much going to clear out all of this area. See right there, Pac-Man's going to pick up the assist, and it's going to be a 3-on-1 all up to Nadeshot. Yeah,
let's switch over to Nate here. We'll see if he can clutch this 1v3. This is going to be tough. Bomb is down, and he's going to have to make some plays right now to try and get this done. We'll see here, moving through. Trying to come out bottom hotel. He's got a couple players in the right front. There's one. Let's see if he can pick up a second. May rotate back. He's going to peek out. He's got a player basically up on his steps. He's got one back on the white truck here. He tries to slide across, but will get dropped.
Yeah, you know, I think the aggressive play of Rise Nation right off the start of these rounds is throwing OpTic off a little bit. You know, they play this map. They like to, you know, sit back pretty much primarily in defense. You know, sometimes they run 2-3 snipers. With that aggressive play, it's kind of throwing them off a little bit. So, I mean, you know, and you said, what, they're 5-0 against them?
Yeah, at least in the league. You know, I know, take that for what it's worth. Obviously, a lot of it's online, and by a lot of it, I mean all of it. Except for the ones where OpTic played out on the West Coast. I mean, that for them must have been nice. But as we go in here, tied up 1-1. If you are just tuning in, OpTic did drop game 1 after having a gigantic lead in the first side. They've got to bounce back here against Rise Nation. We are watching Scump. Clay gets the first kill. Attach answers back. Scump gets another. Advantage 3-2 right now for OpTic.
Yeah, and you actually see one player. We're going to switch on to him from Rise Nation. It's going to be Attached. He's going to make his way all the way around. So it's going to be interesting if OpTic knows they have one player behind them.
Yeah, this is the best spot you can try to get into when you're in a position where you can just wreak havoc in and behind, whether you're talking in a respawn or S&D. It's absolutely huge. This player was absolutely ready for that. Attach is going to have to bounce, not be able to challenge it. He's a completely pinched. Not much he can do. He's just taken 40 bullets in his direction. At this point, he will get the assist. Look like he's going to rotate back out the top on. It's going to be a 1 versus 2. Scump and Clay both going to be alive here. Bomb down, basically there at front motel. He's got his work cut out for him and 30 seconds left to play with.
Yeah, and you know, Clay is actually in a pretty decent position here. The Oracle mode, man.
Oh God, let's hope as the crowd react here, that isn't something they're going to hear through the boobs, but they're working towards this, Dom. There's one there on the steps. Shots coming in, and Scump will take him out. That always makes me nervous when the crowd freaks out. I'm like, oh, somebody's got to hear that, but
yeah,
it works out. He gets taken out by the player.
It's actually a really good spot from Scump, able to see if he crosses over bomb, but I felt like Attach was alive for so long that round. He got tagged up by like 2 or 3 players going across, and then he got tagged up with 2 or 3 players behind. Yeah, it's unbelievable he even stayed alive for that long.
Yeah, turned on his warrior status for that one. Bullets were flying in from everywhere. But let's switch over to the offense here, see what kind of split we're going to get. Let's switch over, you know, let's give Scump some love. Mr. 4 and 2.
Yeah, we'll give Scump some love. Why not? Ginger Ninja.
And he's already gotten very aggressive. As you can see, the timing won't work out for him, though. If he would have waited there just another second, he would have been able to pick up Weeds. Clay drops as well, 4-2 advantage. Make it proof he lasts alive right now. We'll see if he can work some magic, but they've been in some tough spots early on in this game.
Yeah, I mean, Proof is in probably the worst position you could be in out of any position I think you could be in the game right there. You know, trying to fight a 1-on-4
with a Vector.
Yeah,
from bomb site to top diner or top on is not the gunfight you want to engage in with a sub.
Yeah, and if that's
even if it's the super Vector.
Yeah, no, there's no chance. I mean there is a chance, but very, very slim.
Yeah. But 2-2, this one's been very back and forth. This is one OpTic Gaming has to win. They cannot go down 0-2 in this series. They certainly have the ability to clutch this up, but like we've mentioned several times, Rise has been their bane in the league when it comes to S&D. Let's switch back over to the offense here, see what they're going to have working as well. We did see one sniper. Pac-Man's going to be the one that kind of plays aggressive by B. He should have an easy kill here. The jump shot is able to take out Scump, who is playing very aggressive on that B bomb site on the defensive side of things.
Yeah, and Looney's going to pick up another as well. So, very good start for Rise, but they can't, blow this round. They need to play smart. They need to get this win. I mean, we were just casting a series before, and it was denial. I mean, how many times did we see, they blew, 2-on-1, 3-on-1 situations?
Yeah, especially 4v2, 3-on-1, whatever it is. When you have a two-man advantage, you cannot be losing this. But OpTic's done a good job. Just like that, it's 2 versus 2. Clutch plays at a Proofy and nade shot. We'll see if they can bounce back in this one. This would be one heck of a win, demoralizing here for Rise, and exactly what OpTic needs. Tries to peek him there, but Wheats will be able to get Proofy. Nice attempt, but they were ready for that one.
Yeah, and you see Nate, he's got his sniper out. Just looking around. I like this play from Rise, though. They know he has to kind of just challenge and look for a bomb. Very smart play. I believe Pac-Man and Wheats, they're kind of like some kind of dynamic duo.
Well, that was tough. I mean, they stayed close together. Even if Nadeshot won that gunfight, there was a player behind the white truck ready to hop on him as quickly as possible.
Those two players have been playing with each other for years. I mean, that's probably stuff they don't even need to talk about. Just buddying up with those last two, search and destroy, it's extremely important.
All right, so here we go. Round number 6, 3-2 advantage right now for Rise. Now, for an update, this is OpTic's first game of the day. Rise had one hell of a series. They went to 5 games with EG earlier in the day. This would be a big win for OpTic and a much-needed one for Rise. They cannot go 0-2 in this pool and have any hopes of coming out on top. It would realistically be impossible. No, absolutely. And, great play right there from Rise. Like I was saying before, they're playing so aggressive over on this motel side, and it's really just disrupting what OpTic's trying to do on offense. Yeah, it totally is. And Atacho, he might have seen that player move. All the timing there. He's not going to actually get eyes. He's going to wait here at bottom motel. Gets flanked. Nice flank from Scump, able to take him out. Looney's going to be last alive. They have got to close this out. 3-1 advantage. We're going to watch Looney, see if he has opportunity to clutch. There's one. 2 left alive. You see basically split across this. That's going to be it. Split across this so, big plays there. Way to clutch and close that out from OpTic Gaming. All tied 3-3.
Proofy totally saves you because you had no idea what you were going to call that. You had no idea.
I was going to say diner side, but my mouth
middle of the map
could have gone anywhere at that point.
You're the most ridiculous person I've ever met.
Oh, I know. It's fantastic, isn't it? All right, so offensive side of things is going to go to Looney and Rise Nation. We'll stick on with Looney again on this side, see what they can do. We see basically everyone going to be working together this side of the map, try and make some plays. There's one player you had highlighted that is going to be playing aggressive. That is going to be Proofy. Unfortunately, he is going to drop pretty much immediately.
We haven't seen anyone really get too aggressive to try and plant a bomb right away. And when we do, that's
There's
what
the
happens.
snipe by Scump.
Maybe that's
Stay away from my bomb site.
Maybe that's why nobody tried to play pretty aggressively on bomb. Yeah.
I like watching Scump snipe. It's fun.
Yeah, I think watching pretty much any snipe is pretty much fun in this game.
Well, that's probably more accurate than my statement. So, sticking on with Scump here, watching basically Gaslight rotating back towards Diner. Going to play defense around B. This is going to be a 3v3. A little under 45 seconds left to play in this one. Starting to get a little more aggressive. He does have overkill. Has the sub to work with as well. Going to be checking the steps to his left. We can see via the minimap that there is players on this left side motel. He is going to get challenger. And let's flip, if you could turn Oracle mode back on for a second, because I couldn't even see that player. I need glasses.
I could see him, but it looked like Clay actually took Scump out right there. They were trying to do some bait and switch technique.
Yep.
Messed up a little bit.
And Attach is going to shut that one down. So 4-3 lead back to Rise. As this has been going, I'm going to assume we're going to have a round win here for OpTic Gaming.
Yeah, it's pretty much just been going back and forth. We really haven't seen anything else change in this series right now.
Have we had an offensive win?
Yeah, but somebody forgot the bomb, I believe.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah,
that doesn't really take a part in S&D. As you're going to see, a player will rotate back to grab that. We're going to have some sort of delayed push, as that's going to be kind of forced by the mental lapse here early on. Yeah,
and we actually see Rise. They're going to push all the way into strip, and I don't know if the OpTic players know that. I believe this is Pac-Man. Yeah, he is all the way over in strip. Somebody actually got right by him. That's going to be Clayster. He's taken out. So looks like that we're going to be at a 3-on-3 situation right now. Scump sitting bottom motel, and then the other 2 players from OpTic, they're going to try and get bombed down. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, Clay got that first blood. Unfortunately, drops right after. They weren't really able to take advantage of the man up, and that bomb did not get down. So clutch plays from attach again with the headshot, able to take out Nate's shot. Bomb's going to be down right around side. Pac-Man should have got eyes on this player. Nice shots from him there. Going to take out Proofy. Last man alive is going to be Scump at a 1v3.
Yeah, and right there, actually, him and Pac-Man are going to look right at each other. He's going to take him out. Scump right now, he can't really play for bomb Maven. They know that bomb's down right on it. He can't really just try and get it and plan. He really had to just try to challenge both players right there, and that's actually a huge round win for Rise.
Well, that was good positioning there by Rise. They had one prone kind of watching him come out from Motel. The other was watching over top in case he went by bomb or went mid-map. Good positioning there. They close out the 2v1, and that's been the first 2-round lead that we've had in this one. It's been so back and forth. An opportunity here for Rise to close this out and take the 2-0 lead in this series.
This would be such a huge map, obviously, if Rise can win this. To go up 2-0, Maven. We've seen OpTic come back from deficits like that before, but Rise would have all the momentum.
Oh, completely on their side if they're able to close this out. We're going to have another 3v3. Neither team really able to take advantage of that first blood in the last few rounds. This is Weeds getting shots in. Hit markers not able to close it out. He is tagged up. Going to rotate back out here, try to get to safety. Minute left on the clock. This is a huge round for OpTic. Obviously, if they drop this, they are going to take that deficit in the series. Now, well, look, there is a player around A. They're trying to get this bomb down now. You see via the minimap, there's a player that can challenge from bottom broken. He has a bit of coverage back there, and Pac-Man left the game. All right, so we've been informed, unfortunately, I think this is the first time on the main stage we have encountered the bomb glitch, so we're going to wait for the ruling here from the ref. Who are we starting off with? Looks like it's going to be Pac-Man on the offensive side of things.
Yeah, let's go back on with them. They've been playing extremely well, and obviously, this would be a huge map for them. I mean, put OpTic on the ropes, and this would actually make even their match with EG even more important. They don't want to go all the way down into losers if they were to lose this match.
We'll see here, no action yet. There has been some aggressive play on defense, and that's going to be a great play from Scump. He gets the first blood, but just like that, like I said, no one's been able to really take advantage of that 4-3. It's gone to 3-3 so quickly. Gunfight won by Scump. Huge round out of him, and right back to 2v2. We'll stick on with Scump, see if he can keep things up. There is still one player in and around that hotel. Proofy able to answer back. Looney going to be last alive in the 1v2. He's going to have an easy one there. Let's see if he can turn in time. This is going to be the battle. He tries to jump around the wall, and Scump closes it out. What a round from Scump. 3 kills, bringing it back. What is that going to be? 5-4 right now.
When I saw Looney jump on the bus and kill Proof.
Oh, I thought Scump was toast.
Yeah, I thought Scump
was toast.
I thought he was going to turn.
It appeared that Looney tried some sort of 180 jump behind a wall Neo type play there. It did not work out.
I thought that was it. So that's going to be 5-4 now.
Yes.
Favor of Rise Nation.
Now we will probably, if this does get tied 5-5, we may have to have a quick break just to figure out what the kills were at the time of the bomb, just to see who the defense, offense are going to be. I got to think it is Rise in control of that, but we will keep eyes on here. Attaching it to get first kill, first 2 kills. What a huge round! What a huge closeout round out of him. Pac-Man picks up one as well. Let's switch over to Clayster as he is going to be last alive in a 1v3. We've seen OpTic stuck in this position so many times throughout this. He knows there is a player top on. He is prone, trying to tag him up if he can.
He's going to
pray for the nade here. It might be right on his face. A little bit of a Kobe out of him. Picks off Looney, make it a 1v2. He's got 50 seconds to work with here, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, Clay with a Kobe nade right there, as everyone in the crowd is saying. But he's in a pretty tough situation right there, trying to fight those 2 players from Motel. And that is going to be Rise Nation winning Octane Search and Destroy, one of OpTic's better maps, and they're going to be taking a 2-0 lead in the series. Maybe I did not see this happening at all.
No, this is
especially after their match with EG.
Yeah, this has been impressive stuff out of Rise. At their last event, they've been performing really well online. They're really hyped up going into it. Did not have that great of a result.
No.
And here they are again. When you looked at their pool, you thought they're at risk of getting like a...
Yeah, and I want to stay on board with OpTic to start. I think Scump, he's the one who's going to have the biggest map, obviously, for them. Because I think this map favors him and Proof just immensely. I think their play style, that's exactly what it favors them.
And you want to see, for the most part, you're trying to get, that spawn out.
Yeah.
If you are OpTic Gaming right now, you're trying to get a push there as they already let one through. A bit of a miscommunication there as Proofy was in a position to rotate back. He seemed a little bit surprised by that cap, trying to get in a fight here at top. Owens is going to have to back down from that, but they've got to push that left gate side. And just like, I mean, Rise is just crushing them right now. That's what can happen on this side. If you lose that original map control and you get in a position where you can keep OpTic on their back foot and just keep flooding in that front door and through crate side, it can be so annoying to deal with. And that's what you're seeing right now. Look how far back one of their players is playing.
This is going to be another cap.
There's 3. Rise is just crushing so far. They've got to get this turned around. But how many times have we seen a team dominate on this side of things, then come back on the flip? Because again, when you get that early control, you can be such a nuisance for the first couple of minutes. You really have to get 3 or 4 down to get out of this.
Right, but I'm not a fan of this play right here. You know, OpTic, like, they had 3 down. Instead of pushing out, they immediately, you know, kind of went back towards their own base. They closed their door, went back into their bar. They needed to push out and get mid-map.
That really just allows the bowling ball that is Rise Nation to keep rolling. 4 down. That's going to be at least one more cap. They're spawning in the back corner. You see one player, that's going to be Pac-Man, trying to get set up at the door here and get the spawn killing going. He's going to go up top. Caesar's one player. Should be able to pick up that kill. One more going to be pushed in the back door. He gets taken out by his teammate, and Rise is crushing right now. 2 minutes in, up 5-0. This is not what you want to start if you're OpTic Gaming.
No, this is definitely not the start you want if you're OpTic Gaming. You can hear the Rise Nation guys. They are so loud inside that booth, Maven. I think it definitely wasn't attached. He's not large enough to make that noise, but I believe it was Pac-Man.
Oh, yeah, he's approximately 4'7", 75 pounds, but his team is getting it done right now. 7-2 for Looney with 2 caps. 3-3 with 2 caps for Pac-Man. 6-0 is the count. There is nothing OpTic can get this rolling right now, and that's a shutdown. What a defense there from Attach. Proof he thought he had a free one, and he gets stopped just at the goal line.
Yeah, you know, they're going to need Nate to make a pretty big play right here. He's going to get one, but no, Attach shutting him down. No, Rise doing a very good job of counting players. You haven't seen anyone really even get near or sneak. But
if you're Proofy, you let that player go.
Yeah.
So when he shot that, you let him go and try to win the 1v1 on the site. I mean, as soon as he shot, that player was prone and teed up to light him up. Gunfight there, won by Looney in the front. Teammate cleans up the second, almost kills him, but he will flood through. 7-0 is the count. Pac-Man's up front. Looney's in the base. They've got this rolling, and this is just ugly right now. If you are OpTic Gaming or their fans, you've got to get behind your squad because this is just not looking good early on.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a really dominating performance from Rise. I did not expect this at all. I mean, I almost expected kind of the exact opposite, to be honest. I expected OpTic to come out and really roll them on this map, to be honest, but I mean, we were seeing a very good
Looney's
display.
12-2 with 3 caps. That's like a fake stat line. 3 minutes and 15 into this game. They've had complete control from the get-go. Looking at the minimap, finally, you see some, hopefully, a defensive stand out of OpTic. They're able to shut down one. Every time I think OpTic might get something going across mid-map, the pressure just keeps flying in from Rise.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the Rise is dominating the kill feed. I mean, especially Looney, you know, 14-4. I mean, if there's one way you want to, you know, secure your team an amazing victory, I mean, that is a good way to start that.
Well, that's what's up. I mean, we've seen, obviously, ridiculous comebacks in Ghost when it comes to Blitz. You've seen some wild ones, but at what point does this become demoralizing enough that OpTic is just going to take themselves out of this and just get ready for tomorrow? You got to think they have the heart to come back in this. Veteran players on the team, 60 seconds left. They finally get a defensive stand there. I think they're able to shut it down. There's still one left that's going to be attached. He has a gunfight to win. Looney helps him out, and he is able to fire one through. He's still being a nuisance in the base. How long did he survive while he was one hit?
Yeah, I mean, no, that's one thing we've seen out of Attach. He just stays alive. You know, he eats those bullets and just stays alive. You know, a lot of people say, you know, Rise is strictly an online team. I mean, they are just showing up today. I mean, they are just crushing.
Yep. Again, a 5-game series that went to round 10 with EG, and now steamrolling OpTic right now. Obviously, the S&D was tight. The comeback, we saw what 1 point win there, 152 to 151 in game 1, but this is not at all close. It's 9-0 separating them right now. This is just getting uglier and uglier as the time goes down. 10 seconds left on the clock. OpTic's they need their leader. They need Nadeshot to give them a speech. Something's got to get going for this second side.
Yeah, you know, going in the second side, I would love to do a listen-in with OpTic in the second side.
Absolutely.
Listen-in with them, you know, just see, you know, how their morale is as a team after that. I mean, that's 10-0, Maven.
Yep.
We haven't really seen, you know, a Blitz half like that. Yep. I don't, at least that I can't.
I couldn't agree more. We're going to let you guys listen for the majority of this second half to OpTic just to see where their heads are at, you know, whether they've kind of given up on this one, whether they have, you know, the pride to try and bring this one back. You know, I don't know that we've seen someone come back from down 0-10, but it is certainly possible. You've got plenty of time to do it with. Really, they just have to start slaying. No one on the team outside of Proofy is even close to positive.
If they can rally off, you know, 4 or 5 caps, you know, maybe give up one and then rally off another 4 or 5. I mean, that's very possible. But right now, I want to go into a Astro listen-in with OpTic Gaming.
Let's get across, probably. He already crossed.
Did he?
It's on
Here's
alley,
pack,
I think.
here's pack.
Yo, he's beat down, laying down. Red train, going red train, back red train.
I got him.
That's
Two,
two dead.
two, two,
two
That's
dead.
two on
Alright.
spawn.
Maybe
That's
back
two on
white spawn,
spawn.
attach
Yo, open
weeds.
front door, one bottom crates, going bottom brown right now. I'm pushing up right now from. Oh,
Seth, are you crates?
Yeah, I'm
floor brown,
crates.
I
I'm
think.
crates. Sorry, should know that.
One middle alley.
He's there. Background.
I'm pushing white with Matt.
Background.
Whoever's under your white, I'm with you.
I'm
I'm
bottom
on-
white.
I'm
I'm bottom
under
white. I'm
his
looking for a
Oh,
kill.
top white came out from brown. Top white came out from brown.
One went underground.
One went underground.
Yeah, he went underground. One bottom white. One
Nice.
underground. One bottom white.
All right, underground gate gets closed.
I'm gonna OE
Yo,
red.
one's green train.
Underground dead.
One green train, guys.
Green train, one shot. He front green.
Got
Two,
him.
two, two.
Two,
Let's get
back-
attached.
Back door got me going in.
He's one shot.
Divider. Got him.
Let's keep
Last
cap.
one
Go,
capped,
go,
last one
go.
capped.
They might get a back white spawn.
I'm waiting red. I'm waiting red.
I don't
I'm
see
middle
any
alley.
back
I'll
white.
push it. I'll push
alright.
it.
Back
Yo, it's
white,
in their
back
base
white
already,
dead.
in
One's
their
dead.
base
On their
already.
base.
One
On their base. On their base. And back white. Dead.
All right, I'm laying down right here
One's
from
Crates,
brown.
Crates,
Yeah,
crates.
nice.
Crates.
Crates.
He's
Crates
about
in
to
the
be
middle
going in a
alley.
red train. Whip out,
He's going red. He's
whip
going
out
red. They're
play.
gonna cross white though too.
He already made it in red.
One went back red. I'll wait for him.
Two front door. One tunnel alley. One tunnel alley.
I'm one shot.
Tunnel alley.
I don't see tunnel alley.
Back red.
And
back
one,
red.
alley.
one red
Tunnel
train.
alley
Let's get
dead,
red train.
tunnel
Let's
alley
get red train.
I'm
Come
waiting
on,
for
boys.
him. I'm waiting for him.
White.
Top crates. Top crates.
White train.
Front white weak. Front white
On
weak
one shot.
back.
Red train hasn't pushed yet.
That's one dead.
I don't know where red
One was
train's
top
at.
crates.
One with
I
logs.
got him at red
Two,
train.
nice,
Red
let's
train
go.
dead.
Good job. I'm pushing up right now.
We gotta start
I'm
killing.
going second story.
Oh, I'll get him.
I need you to kill that guy.
He's dead. One more middle alley.
Yeah. Middle alley. My bad. My fault.
No, you're all good. I was weak.
I shot one.
I'm spawning
bullet.
green.
I'm pushing middle
Top
divider. I'm
white.
pushing
Top
middle
white.
divider.
Open
I'm going
train.
second
Top
story.
white.
Yo, one
Open train.
bottom fire. Going second floor. One shot dead. One more middle alley. Going front
Yeah,
door.
he's
Front green.
front door.
Front green.
I got him. I
One
got him.
shot. Two
Nice.
dead. Two dead.
Two dead.
Close
Gotta
our
watch our back alley.
One more back. I can't go back from him. We gotta get caps.
Back alley one shot. Dude, you can't be
I got a cap.
serious.
Oh, I should have had a cap, dude.
I'm closing the front door. I'm pushing out.
One middle alley.
He went white.
We gotta
I'm going back crates.
start capping right now.
I'm
Yeah.
going back crates.
One's logs, I think.
White
unless it's us. Red alley dead.
Yeah, one was
Two dead.
lost.
Two dead. He's logs. Red him. Beat on.
Last
Yeah,
two.
He's
Attach
at-
your weights.
He's at
On the base,
underpass. He
on
went
the base.
underpass.
I don't see him. He's green two. One underpass two. One underpass two. Going for back door.
He's one shot.
Three.
got
Four
it.
dead.
I
Four
got
dead,
it.
guys. Run.
Push.
Yep,
First
I
one
spawned
up.
red, I
Wheats.
spawned red, I
Then
spawned red.
Pac-Man. Wheats then Pac-Man. Then Looney. Wheats packed then Looney. We can still do this.
Yo, top brown crate. Brown crate's dead.
Two in their mid
I'll
alley.
help
Both
you, I'll
hurt.
help you, I'll help
They're
you.
both hurt. Let's go. We gotta get caps, guys.
Top.
We gotta get
I
caps.
played for it.
Good
Back
job.
white.
Hold on, I'll help you. Back white dead.
Nice,
Nice
let's
job.
go.
I'm going back white. I'm going back white.
Yo, middle alley, going back white. Back white now.
Get the red OE. Get
Back
the
right
red
now.
OE.
I got red OE right now.
One
playing
shot
cap,
back
play cap,
white.
play
One
cap,
shot
play
back
cap.
white.
You got me, man.
One
On the
shot
blitz
back
portal.
white.
I'm gonna stay alive,
Nothing's
generator.
OEing red. Second story brown. And crates. Second story brown.
And welcome back off of that Astro listening with the OpTic Gaming Squad. And Maven, you heard Clayster really trying to rally the team. Saying we got four dead, let's push up. But nobody else really providing that energy.
They've gotten on the board. It's 12-4. I mean, this one is all but over with the way it's looked. 13-5. It extends a little bit of a trade there, but it's just that that's what you need. It's kind of like too little, too late to get some life out of those guys. At least I've been trying to glance back and forth. I like to pay attention to the energy level of each booth just to see kind of where their demeanor, where their attitude is at, and just not a lot of life out of OpTic in this series, and that's what happens sometimes when you have such a demoralizing loss like they did in game one. It can really just take you out of a series. You don't like to see that happen with veteran players like they have on this roster, but at times it happens. They're human, they're young. When something like that occurs, it's tough to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, to come out with such a dominating performance, in that first half, Saab, and then to lose that map by 1 point. Extremely difficult to come back from. The way that search and destroy started just wasn't working for them, and sometimes it just doesn't go, and sometimes it's a video game.
Yep.
Sometimes you just lose.
Well, this one is mathematically impossible, so the win is going to go to Rise. It is going to be a 3-0. So we'll talk a bit about their group while we're here. Some Rise fans over on the right side here getting fired up, but that is going to put them at 1-1 in the group.
Yep.
1-0 for EG. 0-1 right now for OpTic Gaming. So obviously a lot of games to be played, but this is not the start you want if you're OpTic, and this is exactly what you need if you're Rise Nation.
Right. I mean, if you're Rise, you definitely, coming off that tough loss to EG, you definitely need to come back and, make a statement, so to speak, against OpTic.
Yep.
And also, it kind of prevents you from being last in your school. So.
They've been kind of inconsistent on land, and I got to think, even though EG isn't the juggernaut that they once were earlier in the year, I got to think that having a game that tight with them might have
Probably
actually
gave them some confidence.
Yeah, it might have actually been a confidence builder for them. Playing against the big guys like Krim and Aches and competing that much with them, because this is a team that honestly, thinking back 3 months ago, you have this squad going up against EG when they were in their prime.
Yeah.
Most likely that's a 3-0 for EG. So to have it go that close. Rise is stepping up. They're obviously playing more confident, and one
Yeah.
hell of a win for them.